Now we'll move to the bill of material. There is this is the bill of material you can see here. So we are having bill of material in three statuses. One is draft, and another is the published, and one is that inactive. So there is the two way we can create the bill of material. One is that we can create the bill of material through the style master data, and the based upon the costing which we have been created. uh, Earlier we in the last session we're supposed to see the costing part, but we'll see this in the next sessions. So when you are doing a costing, and one more thing I just want to mention it in the further the last session, we can duplicate the style master data as well. Okay, we can duplicate it. So we can use this for the duplication of the style, duplicate functionality of the style, and in that as in style itself there is an option available for the costing, and from the costing itself we will be able to generate our uh, generate our bill of material. Like you can see I have this particular style, and I can just I'm duplicating this particular style here, gemcal 2, and I'm just adding it because color and everything is there already. Yeah. So when I do this, next is I can copy the costing from the, there is option available to copy the costing as well. I'm copying this costing. Okay. Okay. So in gemcal 2, there's you can see that there are several raw material which are required. So what are the consumptions? What is the rejections? What are the MOQ quantity? And based upon that, your costing is getting created. Just you can add it. So once the costing is created, what you can do, because when style is got created, then costing will get created, and based upon the costing, you will be able to generate your like bill of material. So there is an option available to generate BOM. There can be a two type of items you can involve in this costing. One is that inventory, and another is that non-inventory item as well. Non-inventory item, definitely whatever the total cost of that particular raw, because non-inventory, why we are adding it, just for a expense item will be the part of the costing. In that case we will be use the non-inventory item. Just time when we are defining the costing, we are defining that exactly for which process what raw material is required. So just I am generating this BOM here. So you can see that the bill of material is generated. As and when we generate the bill of material, I'll come to the bill of material part. You can see here, I'm going to the next bill of material here, gemcal 2. So this is the bill of material which is created now, which is in the status of the uh, draft. So what you can do with the BOM, because in this particular BOM you can see that what is your title which is coming from the your cost sheet itself, and definitely when you are adding a row as well, you will be able to add that manually as well. When you are defining this, I'll explain the first, when you have generated it from the cost sheet. So status will be the draft, and there will be everything is linked with from which color you have been generated this BOM. Sorry, for which color you have been generated BOM. The color column is available. uh, to like I'm still adding a one row to showcase here. So you can see that you have a new item, yeah, and in that, why all colors are column is available, because one of the item or like one of the raw material which is required in all colors of the style. Example is that there can be one zipper which is in black color, which is required in your gray color as well as your black color. So in both colors you are required the same raw material in both colors of the style. But in a same at that point of time, you may require the size, because size zipper will be required in the different size will have a different zipper of the size. So in different size of the garment, different size of the zippers are required in that particular garment. So for that, you can define exactly here the if you are having the consumptions according to size, because just for a there is a item category available, which is the basically the cost category. And when we are defining that, so one is that one item is required, this particular zipper is required in both colors, okay, because in this particular style there are two colors available. Okay? There are two colors available, one is that black and brown. So which item is required in both colors, which item is required in both you know both colors, and but having a the consumptions according to their sizes, that can be defined. So this 4 inch zipper is required in 16 size. In which process this zipper is required? Obviously, this is required in stitching process, and we have to issue it manually. And further to it, because when the fabric is like main fabric of the garment can be defined as a main item, which you can identify exactly which main component of the item in terms of BOM. Further to it, procurement method available, which will be the we are going to define here, which can you are going to buy this particular product or you are making the product in house itself. Definitely the kind of MRP we can define this. So coming to this also we are going to buy. Now I can what I can do there, I can say that duplicate row. Okay, I can duplicate this and I can say that uh, I required 4 inch zipper in this particular size as well. I can duplicate this. I will duplicate this twice, 2 times, and I'm seeing that in 20 size I have a different size of zipper, which is 6 inch zipper. So this way you can define your bill of material. Is this particular? You can see example here. First rule is defining that this particular raw material required in this particular color and which is required in all sizes of this particular color. Number one. Second is that this particular raw material is required in both color of the style, and but having a different uh, item codes in different size here. So one example is that in case you are having a rivet, yeah, okay, example is that rivet. So in a smaller size, there can be a rivets which are required four. We can say that the four rivets are required. But in the bigger size, there can be a six rivets are also required, and in this size, particularly eight rivets also can be required. So this kind of the requirements of the consumptions can be there, which can be fulfilled and which can be set. in this particular BOM. Along with this, you will be able to define exactly which item is required in which process. So this way you will be able to create a BOM. Further to it, definitely you will be able to link your price list here. You can link the project if the any project is belonging to here to this particular style is. So I have a detailed BOM as well. I am showcasing that along with the sum duplicate functionality here. We seen that the duplicate row option available. We will see the duplicate color options functionality here, and we will move to the sample BOM, which is the detailed one. I can explain there as well. So as and when we create the BOM from the cost sheet, so it will come as a draft. Later on, as you can could change it to the publish, which will available for the production process. So when you generate this, all this row has been, already come. Now you want to define the BOM for the another color of this particular style. You can say that you can select any of the row and you can say duplicate color. So what will happen? So you can define all the items which are belonging to that color specifically are got duplicated here. Now you can start, now you can start your uh, define your brown color below material immediately, and you can define in this way. In this case, your raw material is going to change. You can say that you require a gray fabric here, and this is gray fabric for the lining. So this way also you will be able to use the facility of the duplicate color. So one is that duplicate row and another is a duplicate color, which will replicate your the all items of the selected colors. Now you can move it or move down this all the raw material as you want. So you can move it, and for the move up and move down, this functionality is given here. Whatever the rejections are here, that also you can mention it. Now one of the detail form I have, which just I will showcase here. Okay. So in this particular style, you can say there are three colors. Okay, just for example, this particular fabric required in all colors of all sizes. Number one, these fabrics are the lining fabrics which are only required in those colors, but in all sizes. There is a zipper which is required in all colors, but size specific zippers are required. There are some labels which are required entirely on the color level, because black color size label is required in black color, that is the black label. In because in each size label there can be the size is printed, which is 16 size, for that item code is different, and for the 18 number size there can be another. So similar way you can define. So this is the one example where the all your possibilities are configured. So this way you can define your bill of material. Now we will come to the now we will come to the part. See again, we can attach the attachments. You can see user defined fields available. That also you can create. There are several forms where you can create your user defined fields in FashionNX as well. So obviously you can check your tables. You can create the fields on line level as well as your header level. If you are creating any user defined field on header level, which will come under the this particular tab, which will called as a user defined user fields. In that you can define the all those values which is standard functionality of SAP B1 only. But you can create user defined fields as well. Now you can see there is when you are creating, actually this is the part of the configuration itself, but just addition to it. When you are creating any user defined fields in some forms like sampling, also you will be able to create the user defined fields in style master data. You will be able to create user defined fields in remarks, also you will be able to create user defined fields. So in this field, whenever you are creating these fields, you need to reset the form definitions, because sometime can be happen once you create some user defined fields, you need to go into form definition here, and you can reset the setting of that particular form or like object here. So when you create any user defined fields in FashionNX form, you may need to do this like activity in case you are having any trouble to open the form. Generally you have to do it only when you are creating any UDF, which is mandatory, you can say. Now we are coming to the this particular like status, because when you are coming to as when you are generating, it will come as a draft, okay, from the cost sheet. In case you done any changes in cost sheet and you want to generate the BOM again, so earlier BOM will get inactivated, and it will the new BOM will which is generated, which will again will be in the status of the draft. From draft itself only, the when you do the like publish status, that means only your BOM is available for the production. So production, it means obviously the production plan and the material calculation or raw material calculation. You can see for that your BOM bill of material will be available. So this way you will be able to create a bill of material, and to create any bill of material you don't need to worry about it directly. Also you want to create any bill of material directly, that time also you will be able to create it. Just select a style, select a style, and start creating your BOM as explained. And further to it, attachment and user defined fields are available. The owner of the creator will get also assigned as and when the creation of the BOM is done.